Idioms can be some of the hardest things to learn in English because the meaning doesn't always match the words. You just have to kind of figure them out sometimes. But don't worry, that's why I'm here. Today we are going to learn many different idioms used in the workplace, used at the office, how I love to teach through story. So let's get started. Welcome back to another episode of Actually English, the podcast where we take real English from real life and we break it down so that it actually makes sense. I'm your host, Jenna, and I am thrilled to be here. Let's go ahead and get started. Today, you will meet Carlos, and we will follow him to his first big meeting with the big boss at his new job. He's a journalist, and he recently started working for his local newspaper. English is his second language, and though he speaks it very well, he heard that the boss uses a lot of idioms and weird sayings, so he's pretty nervous for this meeting. Luckily, he has made friends with Maya, and she is happy to give him a hand. That is, help him understand the tricky lingo he might hear during the meeting. So, let's take our seats at the meeting table. Carlos and Maya walk into the meeting room, well lit with floor-to-ceiling windows, and sit down at the oval table opposite from their boss. Carlos places himself there strategically. He likes to sit where he can see everyone's expressions. They play on their phone for about 2 minutes until more of their coworkers show up, and boss decides to start the meeting. All right, everyone, let's get the ball rolling. Carlos immediately looks at Maya, glad that she's there to help. That just means get started, she whispers in his ear. Get the ball rolling, get started. Okay. The boss continues. First off, strong week overall. The transit investigation got a lot of traction, and the wildfire coverage was solid. That's the kind of work that makes us a strong newspaper. A few quick reminders before we dive in. Dive in? Dive in. Another way to say get started, Maya says. Election season is around the corner, so start building sources now. Don't wait until we're behind the 8 ball trying to catch up to bigger outlets. When you hear something, follow up on it. Behind the 8 ball? Maya looks at Carlos and pretends to play billiards. And then she says, like in a bad position. We don't want to be behind the 8 ball, aka in a bad position. Carlos is so thankful to have Maya. Also, accuracy matters. If something is off the record, it stays off the record. Got it? Here are some stories that we need covered. Raise your hand if you want it. First, housing. Rent prices jumped again across the north side, and city councils pointing fingers instead of offering solutions. I don't want us writing another generic article on affordability. Find real people, real numbers, something that cuts through the noise. Before Carlos could even ask, Maya is already explaining. She says, something that cuts through the noise, something that stands out. Boss doesn't want another boring story about how nobody can afford a house. He wants something unique, something that cuts through the noise of all of the other boring articles. A colleague, Janet, raises her hand. I'm on it, boss. But Carlos already knew this one. She's on it, meaning she will handle it. Maya looked disappointed, though. Surely she wanted that story. Boss continues. All right, healthcare. They have been firing people left and right at St. Vincent's Hospital. Somebody needs to find out why and if they're breaking any laws. Left and right means they're doing it a lot. So the hospital is firing people left and right. They have fired a ton of people. Maya's hand shot up in the air. I guess she will settle with this one. Okay, Maya, great. I know you won't let me down on this one, says the boss. No, boss, I won't disappoint you. She winks at Carlos. Let down, disappoint. Got it. Last one. It's Pride Month and LGBTQ festivals are starting. Don't just focus on history. Give me coming out stories, politics, protests, something with a little more meat on the bone. The boss looked right at Carlos. How does that one sound to you, Carlos? He was confused. He said, meat on the bone? I'm a vegetarian, sir. Maybe this isn't the story for me. The whole room burst out laughing. Carlos felt his cheeks go red. No, son. I don't care if you're vegetarian, Republican, or a lesbian. That just means I want a story with more information to work with. A juicy story, a complex story, a story with more meat on the bones. If you can give me that, this piece is all yours. Carlos let out a small laugh, feeling relieved. Okay, boss, I would love to write a story on Pride Month. I will give you a story with lots of meat on the bones. Now you're understanding, kid, said the boss. And I guess the cat is out of the bag. Carlos is a vegetarian. Cat? Bag? Carlos looked at Maya, hoping for an explanation. Yeah, the cat is out of the bag means the information is not a secret anymore. So he's saying that it's not a secret that you're a vegetarian. Carlos looked around. That was never a secret, but okay. Yeah, the old man. He uses any excuse he can get to use an idiom. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with this, we can wrap up the meeting. Any questions you have? Well, you can ask my secretary. We'll touch base next week. Same time, same place. And Carlos, touch base means to get in contact or to update someone. Okay, so we will touch base next week. Got it? Carlos nods in agreement. The journalists all stand up and start walking out of the bright office. Maya, said Carlos, I just wanted to thank you. I could never do these meetings without you. You really saved me. Sure, Carlos. That's what friends are for. Now, you should get started on your article. Wow, Maya is such a good friend. I wish we all had a Maya in our lives to explain us things that we just don't understand. And hey, I can't blame Carlos for not understanding some of these things. English idioms can be difficult, but it's easier when you learn them through context in stories like this one. Now let's review all of the idioms that we just mastered together. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube and you liked this video, don't forget to like it and follow my channel, okay? It really helps out. And if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, make sure that you follow this podcast, okay? So you don't miss any episodes that we put out. To give someone a hand is to help them. Get the ball rolling means to get started. And dive in also can mean to get started. To be behind the 8 ball is to be in a bad position. Something that cuts through the noise is something that stands out among other things. If someone is on it, they are going to handle that situation. Left and right means constantly, something that's happening a lot. Something with a little more meat on the bone is something with more to work with. The cat is out of the bag. That means that the secret has been revealed. And lastly, to touch base with someone means to briefly get in contact with them or update them. Wow, that was such a good episode. I felt like we really hit home with those idioms, if you know what I mean. So I am so happy that you stuck with me through the whole episode. That's so awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me. And I will see you next Wednesday for another episode of Actually English. Bye-bye.